Hello boys, welcome back to another session of video tutorials, and this session is meant for class 11th biology students, and this is for 15th September 2020, and we are going ahead with another new chapter. The name of the chapter is chapter 20, locomotion and movement. Of course, for your batch there are some subtopics that are being deleted and only 3 topics are intact for your batch. Under this chapter, locomotion and movement, 3 topics that are included for your batch is skeletal muscle, contractile proteins and muscle contraction, mechanism of muscle contraction. So as part of it, we'll be directly going into the muscle system. So basically, locomotion and movement is possible because of only 2 factors, that is skeletal system, bone system and muscular system, muscle system. Hence, the movement is one of the basic features of living beings. Animals and plants exhibit a wide range of movements. In unicellular organisms like amoeba, streaming of protoplasm occurs, which is simple form of movement, as all of you have seen under the microscope. Movement of cilia, flagella and tentacles are shown by many organisms. Human beings can move limbs, jaws, eyelids and tongue. Some voluntary movements that result in change of place or location are called locomotion. So there is a difference between locomotion and movement. Locomotion is change of place from one place to another place. Say from place A you are going to place B, then we say locomotion. But staying in the same place, let's say place A, you are able to move your hands or move your limbs, then we say movement. So some voluntary movements that result in the change of place, that's why I said change of place or location, are called locomotion. Walking, running, climbing, flying, swimming are all various forms of locomotory movements. Locomotion and movement are linked to each other. All locomotions are movements, but all movements are not locomotions. In paramecium, cilia helps in the movement of food through cytopharynx and in locomotion as well. Hydra can use its tentacles for capturing its prey and also use them for locomotion. We use limbs for changes in body posture and locomotion as well. Locomotion is generally for search of food, shelter, suitable breeding grounds, favorable climatic conditions, or to escape from enemies and predators. This is why we need to have locomotion as well as movement. And types of movement, various types of movements will be seen in our body by many cells. One, amoeboid or pseudopodial movement, ciliary movement, muscular movement and flagellar movement. So locomotion requires a perfect coordinated activity of muscles, skeletal system and neural system. So it is compulsory that muscles should be involved in the locomotion as well as movement. And many times when you are playing in the ground, you have that experience of having muscle catch. That means there is something wrong with the muscle and you are not able to move or play your game. So muscles are compulsory. So muscle is a specialized tissue, and from where? Mesodermal origin. So origin is from mesoderm. About 40 to 50% of the body weight of human adult is contributed by muscles. They have special properties like excitability, they get excited, contractility, contraction, extensibility, they extend, and of course elasticity. Muscles have been classified using different criteria, namely where they are present, location. Okay, where are they present? Based on location, based on appearance, based on nature, And of course, based on location, three types of muscles we have. One is the skeletal muscles, second smooth muscles, and third cardiac muscles. So irrespective of what muscle it is, basically a muscle will be in this form. So there's a muscle bundle, and in that we have got what we call epimysium, the deep fascia, and then we have got fasciculus, that small structure within that, and then perimysium, the gaps filled with that, and single muscle fiber. And in that single muscle fiber, the entire single muscle fiber is covered with a layer. So that layer is called sarcolemma, and this single muscle fiber will have a lot of nuclei and sarcoplasm, liquid that is present inside the muscle fiber, that's sarcoplasm. And of course, and the muscle fiber is biologically called as myofibril. So basically our muscle is a bundle of myofibrils. And since we have got to study the skeletal muscles, we'll be going next to that. So what are those? What are the interesting things about skeletal muscle? What are the features of skeletal muscles? They are unbranched, multinucleated, many nuclei. Skeletal muscles are closely associated with skeletal components of the body. That's why the name skeletal muscles. They have alternate light bands and dark bands. These are called striations, and hence they are called striated muscles. In junior classes you have studied muscles are of three types. Striated muscles, or you called it rough muscles, and smooth muscles, and cardiac muscles. So these skeletal muscles are rough muscles. As their activities are under the voluntary control of nervous system, they are known as voluntary muscles also. These muscles are attached to skeleton with the help of, most important thing, tendons. So bone and muscle is attached by tendons. Remember this again, your NEET exam question. Bone and bone is attached through ligament. Bone and muscle is attached through tendons. So tendons are different, ligaments are different, but both are very, very important for us. They are primarily involved in locomotor actions and changes of body posture. The dark bands are known as A bands, dark bands. Light bands are known as I bands. Cytoplasm present in the cell is known as sarcoplasm. Plasm means liquid, sarco means muscle liquid. Plasma membrane of the muscle cell is known as sarcolemma. Endoplasmic reticulum present in the cell known as sarcoplasmic reticulum. Sarcoplasmic reticulum acts as storage place for, most important, calcium ions, which are required for muscle contraction. That is the reason why endoplasmic reticulum, ER, is very, very important in the muscles. So basically skeletal muscles are closely associated with skeletal components of the body. They are known as rough muscles, striated muscles, striped muscles. They are found in limbs, body wall, tongue, pharynx, and the beginning of esophagus. They are under voluntary control of the nervous system. They are not involuntary. They are involved in locomotor action, changes in body posture. These are the various features of skeletal muscles, and this is how they are there. You can see the skeletal muscles, striations you can see. In this striations, some will be very dark, some will be very light and dark striations. And there are other muscles, like I said, non-striated or smooth muscles and cardiac muscles. So let's go straight into the muscle structure. So here, a characteristic feature of the muscle fiber is the presence of a large number of parallelly arranged filaments in the sarcoplasm called myofibrils or myofilaments. Each myofibril has an alternate dark and light bands on it. A detailed study of the myofibril has established that the striated appearance is due to the distribution pattern of two important proteins. These are muscle proteins, you must remember, actin and myosin. The light bands contain actin and they're called I band or isotropic. I stands for isotropic band, and the protein present is actin. Whereas in dark band, which is called anisotropic band, contains myosin, dark myosin, light actin. Both the proteins are arranged as rod-like structures parallel to each other and also to the longitudinal axis of the myofibrils. Actin filaments are thinner as compared to myosin filaments, hence they are called thin and thick filaments respectively. So actin thin, myosin thick. In the center of each I band is an elastic fiber called Z line which bisects it. The thin filaments are firmly attached to the Z line. The thick filaments in the A band are also held together in the middle of this band by a thin fibrous membrane called M line. So there are two lines, Z lines and M lines. The A and I bands are arranged alternatively throughout the length of the myofibrils. The portion of the myofibril between two successive Z lines is considered as the functional unit of contraction. So you must take care of this Z line, and it's called as sarcomere. In a resting state, the edge of the thin filaments on either side of the thick filaments partially overlap the free ends of the thick filaments, leaving the central part of the thick filaments. The central part of thick filament not overlapped by thin filaments is called H zone. Let's see this. We can see the diagram of this. Yes, here are we. Yeah, look at that. A muscle containing bundles of muscle fibers, and a muscle fiber has many myofibrils. Just now we talked. A bundle of muscle cells fibers and the myofibril. When we focus further, the topmost layer sarcolemma, the covering of the muscle, and then lot many mitochondria will be there naturally because of energy, and then sarcoplasm, liquid present within the myofibril, sarcoplasm, and the myofilaments will be like this. So one myofibril will be like this, having many myofilaments. And if you carefully observe, we have got basically a Z line and another Z line. Between the two Z lines, we said just now, is sarcomere, one sarcomere. And between the sarcomeres, if we see further when we focus it, we have got, as we said, I band and A band. So we have got A band and I band, and then the proteins we said actin and myosin, and there are cross bridges over this. And also you can notice between the two there is a H zone. So sarcomeres, when they are really relaxed, in a relaxed state, we can see clearly all this. And when they are contracted, look at that, where is the H zone here? H zone disappeared. H zone is no more. Here you can see the overlapping. So when it is relaxed, only H zone appears. Otherwise the I band and A bands, look at that, they are getting overlapped. This is how the muscle behaves when it is relaxed and contracted. So in our next session, we will be studying about mechanism of muscle contraction, how exactly this happens. Until then,